Dear learners, my name is Damanpreet Kaur from BSS. So today our topic for study is planning. The various headings showing on the first slide indicate what we are going to study. Number 1, introduction. Number 2, meaning of planning. Number 3, nature of plan. Number 4, advantages of planning. And number 5, conclusion. In the first slide, we are having the introduction of Indian Oil Company. Indian Oil is the world largest commercial organization, which is planning to invest 20,000 crores in 2017 to 18. The company is also planning for making a linkage between Bangladesh and West Bengal. Company has always keep eye on new acquisition, new partnerships, and also decided to open its refineries in Bangladesh. This is just a case study of Indian Oil Commercial Organization. We will correlate of Indian Oil Commercial Organization with the further study. For example, what is the meaning of planning? Now, correlate with the case study of Indian Oil. The meaning of planning is deciding in advance. Indian Oil was doing the same. It was deciding in advance what to do. And planning is just the same, deciding in advance what to do and also how to do it. The two words, what to do and how to do in advance, is something related with planning. Where we are to where we go is the punchline of planning. Where we want to go, we make policies, we make events related to it so that we can approach here. During this time, we will need planning. Number 3, planning is making a choice among various alternatives present. The best alternative after recognizing the advantages and disadvantages of particular option available is something which is considered under planning. Next comes the nature of planning. Number 1, it is the primary function of management. So the primary function of management says that it is the base where the other function of management depends. Just for take an example of organization is the other function of management. Controlling, coordination, staffing, these are the other function which ultimately depends on planning. The more the best the planning is, the best will be the other functions of management also. And during planning, we decides how to control, when to staff, how to staff, what will be our recruiting policy. This is how it is the base for other function of management. Next comes, it is pervasive in nature. Now, what is the meaning of pervasive? Pervasive meaning is present at all levels. Here we will see that management is divided among top management, middle management, and lower level management. Under the top management, we are having chief executive officers, directors, and all the highest authorities. And under middle level of management, we are having the branch manager, for example, marketing manager. We are having the product manager, purchase manager, and under lower level of management, we are having superintendent and supervisors. During all three levels of decision making and under all levels of management, we need planning. These all three management decides what to do and how to do it. This is present at primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. What comes next is planning is a mental exercise. Just take an example of what actually we do with the mind. We do predictions. This may happen in the future. This is something related with foresightedness. Number 2 comes decision making. We decide on the basis of various advantages and disadvantages present of every available options. For example, there are options for me to start a company related to clothes, related to academics, related to food items. But I will select the options that will give me highest profit. On the basis of that, just take an example of Kerala. It is very good in academics and literacy rate is very high in Kerala. I can take the option of setting something related to academics in Kerala. Number three is intelligent imagination. Imagination is something which is related with visuals that comes under mental exercises. Number four is sound judgment. Yes, planning involves decision making. After knowing drawbacks, advantages, and prospect, we judge on the basis of planning. Now, here comes planning is what function of management? Now, the importance of planning. Number one, planning provides direction. Without direction, we are something blind. But during planning, we decide what to do and which person will take which task. The planning is something providing the directions, and on the basis of direction, every employee, every worker will work on that. And during planning, it is one of the most important functions to give the directions. Planning provides controlling. How? During controlling, we make a target that this will be done by us. 800 products will be made in January, in February, and on the basis of that, we will make also. But if there is a difference between them, we will compare it and we will make efforts to reduce the differences also. This is how planning will help us. Next comes planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. Just take an example of company. We are deciding during planning where to set up because this location may be appropriate for us or not. Why are we considering only this type of company? Who will start this? What is going to be? How we will take? When we will start? These all the things give the also give answer of our various queries also, and considering the future times also, which ultimately will reduce the risk of uncertainty by anticipating changes in advance. एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं, रोल नंबर की हम कॉपी भी निकालते हैं, दो कॉपीज निकालते हैं बिफोर अवर बोर्ड एग्जाम, क्योंकि हमें ऐसा लगता है कि कहीं हमारा एक रोल नंबर अगर खो गया तो दूसरा रोल नंबर हमारे काम आएगा. दिस इज समथिंग वी आर predetermining in advance during planning, which will reduce the uncertainty. Next is planning reduces wastefulness, as we are avoiding confusion, we are providing direction. Misunderstanding is already interpreted in planning. It ensures clarity of thought. There are types of planning, just for example, objectives. Objectives A are making the target before setting up the company. Strategy is something related with competition. How we make policies, we make plan so that we can grow in the market. How we will make the things, the stuff which will be on competitive level. Number three is policy. Policy are the guidelines of the company. Guidelines means these are the guiding factors. Employees, what will be the casual leave for employees, what will they wear during particular days, and these are the what will be the provident fund of employees, is this optional or not. This will come under policy. Then procedure is step by step. Procedure is something related to step by step. Just for an example, we first what we will make strategies and then we will implement it. We will then test the result of it, then we will compare, and on the basis of that we will make our next plans. And here the last comes rules. Rules are something related with strictly saying no or yes. For example, cigarettes are not allowed in company. That means it is a rule, rigid structure. This comes under rule, and in during planning we predict, we make efforts to decide in advance what will be doing and what will not. So thank you so much for listening me carefully.